Yeah. You do great work
Okay.
for the Lord. It gives you that strength and energy. You got the right
It does. It
person.
motivates me.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Okay, then. Are you ready? We'll start.
Yes.
Okay. Good morning to you, Michael. I know it's early in the morning where you are in California, San Diego, and it's nighttime here, but welcome to Give Me Five. Thank you for being my guest today. Michael, tell me a bit about your broadcasting.
Well, my broadcasting began in 1989 and it lasted till 1994. Actually,
Okay.
November of 93, but total it was 5 years. And it was nothing less than being led by the Lord to the other side of our country in Virginia. And I was invited to, or asked to do a test on reading about 10 radio spots, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds. And the manager, she said, I have never seen anybody read more than 2 of them in the perfect amount of time.
Wow.
Without looking at a clock and without stuttering. So it was a Christian radio station. It was the most blessed occupation, but it was volunteer that I've ever done.
It looks to me as if the Lord gave you that ability to do that. That's amazing, just amazing. And did you enjoy the broadcasting?
I definitely did. Even in high school, we did an aptitude test and for careers, and the determination was I would be perfect for broadcasting.
Yeah.
And I didn't search it. I didn't seek that out. It just happened.
Brilliant. That's wonderful. And not only are you good at broadcasting, very good at that, but also you've written a book. Tell us how that came about.
That came about something that was burning in my heart for years, because I was about I don't know, maybe 50, I'm guessing 50, 52.
Okay.
But from 25 to 30, I was in Bible school and reading the Bible from front to cover several times and studying, listening to all the preachers of all ages and just soaking everything in. So I had all these years, a couple of decades of word studies and thoughts that I had in my heart. So I put them all together, and it turned out to be 14 chapters.
Wow.
Of mostly showing people we could go from bitterness to a delight. Like Naomi's name that she told people to call her. She says, call me Mara because God has dealt bitterly with me.
That's right, she did.
But her name didn't change. It stayed Naomi. I looked up the name Naomi, and it means a delight.
It does actually.
Delight.
Yeah,
so we want to go from Mara to Naomi.
That's brilliant.
So Making America Righteous Again is an acronym.
Wow,
M-A-R-A.
amazing. And where can people buy your book, and what's the title?
Making America Righteous Again, From Bitterness to a Delight. And it's in Kindle form on Amazon.
Great.
So just search Making America Righteous Again.
And
or
people
my name,
can
Michael
find
D.
that.
Tobin. Yes.
Brilliant. So that's Michael D. Tobin, if people want to look you up. Michael, one of your sayings is, nothing's too hard for God. Tell me a bit about that.
That's a verse that I like to share with, or a truth that I like to share with people. Nothing is too impossible for God. And at the same time, I'm applying it to myself.
Yeah.
In the meantime, glorifying God while believing for the impossible.
Okay.
Which the most impossible thing I can think of, which I know is not, is removing a root of bitterness from my own family.
Okay.
Because the whole family seems to have a root of bitterness and resentments.
Yeah. And that's a really difficult thing, isn't it? That's a challenge, something like that, bitterness. And
but to glorify God while you're hurting for your family, that's an impossible thing to do.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But with God, we can do that.
Yeah, and that's the difference, isn't it? When you've got God, you can do that. Now, I know that one of your desires is to respond to full-time disaster sites. So tell us more.
That is something that I got involved with during the 2003 summer fires in Southern California.
Okay.
And Billy Graham's ministry, being head by his son, Franklin Graham, was doing training everywhere there was a disaster. So my pastor sponsored me and recommended me for travel and to be a chaplain. After passing several courses, they sent me right to Louisiana, Texas, Florida, several years in a row. And I've got hooked on it. It's just like going out to the whole world, bringing the love of Jesus.
Yeah.
And when people's worlds are crushed.
Yeah, I can imagine, Michael, that's very challenging, and the Lord must give you his strength to do that. Would you say
yes,
that?
He does.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that's a tough thing to be involved in, isn't it? Disasters and things like that.
Yes, it is. You're nervous before going to the site.
Yes, of course.
And you want to be a blessing, and every single time they bless you.
Yeah.
Because my job is to listen to them, but they listen to us.
Yeah.
And there's a mutual blessing between people whose whole world is crushed. One man, he didn't smile for a whole year.
Wow.
Until me and a fellow Christian prayed with him for salvation, and he smiled. His whole composure changed.
So
yeah,
the
he
Lord
lost
really,
his wife, and then he lost his home.
Yeah, and that's a big thing in anybody's life. So really, you can see that the Lord used you there to help this man, and you say that he didn't smile for a whole year. That's a long time.
Yep.
So
he told us that.
Yeah. And the Lord had brought some joy back into his life. So the Lord really used you there, led to go to that man and pray for him, and he got salvation. So his life has changed, which God can do, because God's in the business of changing lives. It's wonderful. So Michael, tell me then, what is your ultimate goal in life?
To bring the gospel to the uttermost parts of the earth, to share Jesus.
Yeah. So how
to be sent.
Yeah. How would you do that for you?
In the same manner that he has ever since I returned back to Jesus when I was 25. I'm 56 now.
Okay.
Not one thing that I have been privileged to be involved with, I haven't sought any of it. I was just studying to show myself approved.
Yeah.
Suiting up, showing up, pulling my bootstraps up, and glorifying God in all I can.
That's wonderful. And I can see...
And all of a sudden something happens.
Yeah, I can see that the Lord has opened doors for you without you even having to try. And that's a wonderful thing. So Michael, thank you so much for joining me on Give Me Five. There's only one thing left to do. Give me five. Thank you, Michael. You've been a joy to interview today, and it's been really interesting, and I think people will enjoy listening to you. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you too, and it's a wonderful thing that you and Paul are doing also.
Thank you.
It really does lift everyone up.
Thank you for your encouragement. God bless you, Michael. Have a good day. God bless.
You too.